Happy Friday, everyone. We're really excited about today's workout. There are loads of options from our different programs that we're working through at the moment. We're starting off this morning. If you haven't got outside and run yet, there's the track pack workout. We're testing today. So if you haven't done it this morning, try and do it on Friday, later on in the day, or Saturday or Sunday, but get it in this weekend so that we know what that mile time looks like and we know what your 400 meter time looks like. Once you've done that, we've obviously got today's class, which is a cracker. And then if you want to get into some extra stuff, some of the real hardcore work for today, the Friday finisher is always a killer and makes you earn your weekend. All right, but before we get into that stuff, we've got a really cool workout, guys, and let's get started straight away with our warm-up for today. So today, guys, we're going to be doing 2 rounds of this. We're going to do 10 jumping jacks, 10 mountain climbers. We're looking for a knee to elbow movement here. And those are double counted, so you'd end up doing 20 steps. From there, we're doing 10 push-ups with a nice big rotation, opening up the chest. We go over to the other side. And then the last exercise, guys, is going to be something slightly different. Now this is actually weird enough for curtain rail, which works pretty well. A broomstick will work perfectly for this. If you've got a barbell, or you can even use some light weights for this. But we're going to do bent over rows. So from here, you guys are going to lean over. We want to keep the back nice and flat. Look from the side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this curtain rail into my stomach, but at the same time, I'm going to try and squeeze my shoulder blades back together and squeeze my lats and pretend like this is really heavy. I'm going to do 10 good repetitions like that. Looks like this. It's actually a really nice exercise for getting those muscles engaged, and it's easy to make it feel a hell of a lot look like more than probably this 1 kilo or maybe 2 kilos that this actually is. All right, so 2 rounds on the warm-up side. We've gotten into that. We should be feeling pretty good. On the mobility side for today, we can throw in a little bit of a cobra stretch or a pigeon pose or even a couch stretch, depending on where you're feeling a little bit tight today. Okay. Once you've done that, guys, we're going into our strength portion. Cool part about today's workout, we've got a strength portion and a metcon portion, 2 separately dedicated areas. And the first one is that strength portion. So I'm going to take a dumbbell, or in fact, I'll show you what this looks like with a kettlebell, because it's slightly more challenging with a kettlebell. It's a different weight and a slightly more odd sort of object. So let me show you what it looks like with that. All right, so we're doing 3 sets like this with a 90-second rest in between each set. The first one is going to be in a plank position. We're doing a row. We're going to do 10 on the right hand side, 10 on the left hand side, and then we're going to do 20 bicep curls as a bit of a bicep finisher there. So it looks like this. And guys, when you do this, key things to look out for. We want to maintain a slightly hollow body position, or worst case, we want to be nice and flat. From there, I'm going to try not to move the rest of my body as I pull the kettlebell off the ground. I want a little pause at the top just to show control and to have a little bit more time and attention, and then I'm going to come back down to the starting position. So this is really 10 slow, controlled reps. I'll show you one more time to see what it looks like. Once I've done 10 on my right hand and 10 on my left hand, I'm going to pick the kettlebell up. And you can see how this might be easier with the dumbbell or dumbbells, but pick this up. Now I'm going to do 20 good quality bicep curls. Guys, with the tempo on these, as with any of these other movements, we're looking for slower down, faster up. Slower down and faster up. That's going to maximize the muscle building properties of this exercise, and that's what you should be focusing on. So that's our first thing, rows and bicep curls, working on some of those pulling muscle groups that we've battled with a little bit because we don't have pull-up bars, or we don't all have pull-up bars. Some of you lucky guys might do. All right, once we've done our 3 sets like that, I just want to check, it's actually 4 sets. Sorry guys, there's 4 sets there, not 3 sets. Once you've done your 4 sets, then we're going to get into our metcon for today. Guys, this is called The Mountain. It is a 16-minute EMOM. and we've got specific numbers that we need to hit in each minute. All right, so the very first minute, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting off with 16 step-ups, okay? Ideally, guys, we want to add some weight to this today. So you can choose where you want to hold the weight, and obviously you can also choose at how high you want to step up. Now, I haven't tested this yet, and this might end up as one of those YouTube fails, but I'm going to stand up onto this, but I'm going to take some very light weights. These are only 5 kilos each, so I'm only adding 10 kilos to my body weight because I'm worried that my foot is going to go straight through this. And we're going to do alternating step up. So it's 16 reps in total. I've got a minute to do those, earn my rest, and I'm going to do 8 on each side. Wish me luck. Good stuff. Okay, cool. All right, I'm not going to do too many. I don't want to tempt fate here, but guys, those are our step ups. We're doing 16 repetitions like that. Obviously, something a little bit higher might be a little bit more challenging for me, or I can increase the weight on those. Second minute, we're going to be doing 16 push-ups. Guys, on your push-ups, remember, elbows tucked in tight, and I want to make sure that my thighs and my hips never touch the ground, even if I'm working off my knees. So for my knees, we want to try and get the chest down towards the ground and keep my hips just slightly off the ground to avoid that worm sort of movement that makes this a hell of a lot easier and takes the pressure off the muscle groups we want to be working. All right, so 16 step-ups, 16 push-ups. Movement number 3 is 30 bicycle. Okay, bicycle. All right, this is like Lance Armstrong, guys, except without the EPO. So we don't want super fast little movements. We are doing 30 of them, so they have to be quite quick, but we want them to be more controlled. Okay, so we're looking for a movement like this. 1. You probably get through about a second every rep. So this should take you roughly 30 to 40 seconds. They leave you with 20 seconds to rest. Try and keep your shoulders up off the ground as well when you do those. The last exercise in our 4 of the 4 for today is going to be double unders or skips. So you take your rope. If we're doing double unders, we're doing 50 repetitions. If we're doing skips, we're actually doing the same number because we only have a minute to work in. If you're really good at skipping and you think you can cruise through 50 skips in 20 seconds, then just skip for 40 seconds today, okay? And do as many as you can. That's not a bad rule for all of your exercises. In EMOMs like this, we ideally want you working for 40 seconds and then resting for 20 seconds, okay? So adjust the reps to kind of fit into that. All right, so double unders. And if you're doing your single unders, as you guys know, I know quite a lot of you guys can be pretty quick with those, so make sure that you're doing 40 seconds then instead of 16, 50 single unders. All right, guys, that is it. Happy Friday, have a cool workout, enjoy this one, and we'll catch you on the weekend for some more fitness.